Okay, we're all done with our geometrical vectors work, and we're going to talk a little bit more about perhaps an algebraic way to start doing some operations with vectors. But to do that, we need to link that geometrical view, and we're going to try to change that to a more algebraic perspective. So we're going to take these vectors and we're going to represent them with both a horizontal and vertical component. So for this concept video, we're going to draw, and we're just going to make some marks here. Let's do 1, 2, 3, 4, and we'll do 1, 2, 3, 4. Same thing here. And we're going to draw a vector in standard position, and I think I'd like this to be maybe right 3 and up 4. So let's put a point here at 3, 4. So we could say that the initial point is at 0, 0, and the terminal point is at 3, 4. We could also write this in vector notation, and let's give us a we'll go with vector m here. We'll make that vector m. So vector m can also be written as a vector ordered pair, and when we write it as a vector ordered pair, we use these angled brackets here on the side. And what we can do is we can write the x component, which is this one right here. So the x component is 3. And the y component would be this one here. So that's the y and that's the x, just like normal. And that would be 4. We're going to enclose that in those vector brackets, I guess I would call them. Let me draw you another vector, and this time this vector is going to start at -3, 1, and we're going to have the same x and y components. So we're going to go right 3, up 1, 2, 3, 4. So that will be the terminal point. This one we'll name vector n, and even though vector n is not in standard position, we can still find the x and the y components. So the x component is how would we get left to right over from the initial point to the terminal point, and of course that would be right 3. So this one is going to be a 3 here in this position, and then up 4. And so the vertical component would be up 4. So it turns out that we can represent any vector, whether it's in standard position or not, with this kind of notation. So keep in mind that you don't want to use parentheses. That means an ordered pair, like x comma y. But if we're going to break down, or if we're going to state a vector with its horizontal x and y components, that's not simply an ordered pair, that's a vector. And so we utilize these little arrowhead looking guys here, some vector ordered pair symbols. So you could also say that these two are equal. They're in the same direction, and additionally they have the same magnitude.